How do you know if you're depressed? Let's talk about depression. So recently,
It's not hard to look at the world today and not wonder what's going on. It doesn't matter if I'm walking down the street or if I'm scrolling through my feed. It seems like everywhere I turn, our world is falling apart. I can see it in their eyes. People are alone. They are depressed, and yet we have all been taught to just pretend that everything is fine. The weight of the world sits on our shoulders, and I have to ask myself, is this how it should be? I've heard stories about God moving, but are we too far gone? History has shown that when things are at its worst, God steps in to do the impossible. When everything seems to be falling apart, God begins to move in mighty ways. He begins to give people a voice, broken, ordinary people like you and me, to cut through the noise of our culture. We were not made for the mundane. We have been set apart and called by God. I don't know about you, but I'm not okay with just sitting on the sidelines. It's time to put aside our fears and our doubts and our excuses. It's time to step up and step out, because we are not what's next, we are what's now. And what we need now is a generation that is willing to do whatever it takes to share the love of Jesus. A generation that won't stop because it's hard. A generation that isn't afraid. A generation that loves Jesus and loves like Jesus. We need a generation that is willing to do whatever it takes. A generation that won't stop until everything that has breath praises the Lord.